Here's an idea. Have a psychological horror game wrapped in a simple disguise of a simple moe visual novel. And what you got was Doki Doki Literacy Killer. Yeah, but it's not really a new idea of hiding one kind of game within another. But the idea of psychological horror going into this way, especially with Doki Doki Literacy Club, is extraordinary. I see that the world of gaming is going to go into this way, or at least with the indie developers. For me, I was thinking, what if I actually did a game something like that? But most of what I know is RPGs. So a psychological horror RPG already has been done. Same thing with a visual novel. But what if you mixed a visual novel, the visual novel setup, a girl get game, you're going to get a girl and stuff like that, with the aspects of it being an RPG. But all in all, its hiding is one simple thing. It's really a psychological horror. And until you start going through, you find out how it fucks with you. And the game keeps on changing on you. I like this as a concept, but is it feasible for a very short period of time to create and put it up? I don't know. For one person, it may be very difficult. Depending on how long you consider short time, let's say within 3 to 6 months. That's really short for any making any kind of game. But if you had it as a team, that could be done. A very simple game. Actually, you can make it kind of complex too. But that's just an idea. And it has been running through my head. How am I going to do this? To implement it? Psychological horror in a visual novel style of a girl get game, you know. But all in all, it's also an RPG as well. Maybe switch it from one setup and then it goes into the RPG, and then maybe maybe of the interactions, it's more like a visual novel and a girl get game, but the rest of the game is more RPG, and then it gets weirder. That sounds something interesting. Now, how if I add is hidden little other games into it, side games, such as a very simple game like, well, not really Tetris, more of the Candy Crush type of games, or also known as gems or whatever, you know. Have that is also a mechanic. Maybe that would be the mechanic for the intercourse. But then a game called Pussy Saga already did that part where it's a girl get game where, you know, it's kind of the basic girl get game, very similar to Gunguru Girls. Gunguru Girl. And the intercourse part is actually an actual game where you're just moving objects around, to basically like connect four more or less. Yeah. Who knows? Hmm. I'll have to get back on you though. But the psychological horror genre of games, I still see that as a viable future. And am I actually going to come up with an idea that is feasible, not just bits here and there, but an actual storyline? I don't know. I'll get back to you. But I'm still thinking about this. It's just an idea, a game idea.